There are heaps of ways to share a course with your learner or learners. One of those ways is to export the course as a PDF. So let's go through that now. All you have to do once you've prepared your course is click the share button, download course PDF. Simple as that. Now it's going to generate that as a beautified PDF. So what goes into the PDF when you export it? Let's have a look. If you've got videos in your course, you'll have the links to those videos sitting inside the PDF. Obviously you can't play a video inside a PDF. And if it's an interaction, we're going to provide that as, in this case, fully expanded items in the PDF. If you've got quotes, you'll see that those are appearing. So everything within your course, including quizzes, quiz questions and answers, will be in there, and all of your images, of course. You can also export through the share button as a marking guide. So the difference between course and marking guide is the marking guide's got all the answers in it. So that's really useful if you're an assessor. And here it is. So we've got my receptionist onboarding course as a PDF. Now that's obviously useful as a handout for your learners, or you can print it, or a great way to back up your course. And here's a little trick. At the moment, I've built this in English, but what if I want to write a course in Spanish? All you have to do is go through the process of creating a new course using this PDF, and let's have a go. So I'll click create course, and I'm going to select, well, we said Spanish, so I'm going to select Spanish, upload that PDF. And now I can fully translate this entire course into a new course for my Spanish learners. And you just go through that usual process with Ask Coursebox and click next. Now, even though the PDF is in English, I've selected Spanish. So the structure should firstly be in Spanish, and then it will write all of the page content. And indeed, if you build videos, you can select Spanish as well. So it's saying, do you want the course branded as, or keep the exact title in Spanish. So what it's doing now is I've exported my entire course as a PDF. I've now imported it into Ask Coursebox to build my course in Spanish. And it's preparing the structure, and it's going to create a replica course in that secondary language. Here we go. So PDFs, they can be very useful resource if you're doing a blended class and you're actually face-to-face with your learners. Hand those out as a printout, or it's available on their computer. Or in some cases, you might find that you don't have internet connection. You know, you're trying to provide this to other users, so you could email out that PDF when they have internet access. They can put it on their computer and have that resource offline as well. All right, so let's have a look. It has written my structure just as I'd hoped in Spanish, and I can keep chatting in any language actually on that left side until I'm really happy, and then you just go through the process of generating that course into the new language. So that's how the PDF exporter works, and also how you can ask Coursebox to generate a new course from a document. Now, PDF is just one of the things that you can export from Coursebox. You can also use that same method to export a full HTML version of your course, and you can put that anywhere on the web. You can also publish as SCORM. One of the most talked about features in the last year that we've been working hard on is Standalone SCORM. Now, what is SCORM? S-C-O-R-M. That's basically a standardized format for exporting a course from software like Coursebox into a zip file and putting it into a learning management system. Now, we've had SCORM running for quite a long time, powered by Coursebox in the back end through an API into your learning management system. But many people have said, oh, I just want a standalone zip file with everything inside of it, and I'll put that into my LMS. And that's actually one of the standard ways of doing that, as I'm sure you know. Great news, it's now live. So you can select SCORM powered by us, and then you get the benefit of chatbot tutors and AI grading. But if you don't want that, you want the old school style of everything inside the zip file, you can now do that. So we hope you love that feature. Let us know. Thank you.